Hey guys, M.V.K here, back again. Welcome to a special audio segment of Geek Thoughts. I am your host, of course, the M.V.Kid. How's everybody doing? I hope the pack is well. And today, guys, got some news, and I wanted to give my thoughts on the news, and it's from the world of Marvel, and it looks like we could be seeing, I'm guessing we could be seeing parts of Phase 6 in terms of the lineup. Now, Phase 6 of the lineup has not been fully revealed. Kevin Feige himself said that over time we would see the reveal of Phase 6. What we do know is that Phase 6, it is the Fantastic Four, and of course Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Those are the three titles that was announced. So there's still a lot to be what we don't know, and there's still a lot of time to figure out what could be coming, and it looks like we may have an indication of what could be coming. Now, before the news broke about Wonder Man, I first saw it from one of those weird, Marvel sites that talk about they get the goods and everything like that. They got inside knowledge of what's going on. I never trust those sites. I never do. I'm like, unless I hear it from a reliable source, I'm not buying it. So when I hear stuff that comes from like Cosmic News or things like that, or other comic sites that I don't really trust, I don't buy it. But eventually it was acknowledged on Deadline, and this is a site, of course, that I do trust. So it would seem that a Vision series is coming, is in work for Marvel, for Disney Plus. This could be one of those series for Marvel that will be in line with the lineup of Phase 6. And if so, of course, this would be the first time Paul Bettany will star as the main star, not co-starring or anything like that. I find that pretty good. Vision, I love Vision. I've always loved the Vision. I've always loved the character. I always loved that here's this synthezoid, or not, he's an android, but he's also a synthezoid that has learned human feelings and emotion and how to love, even though he was kind of created by evil. Ultron did create him, but he learned. And of course, a lot of it had to do with, the brain patterns of Wonder Man and things like that. But over time, Vision has been a mainstay in Marvel. And when Paul Bettany came on as Vision in Age of Ultron, it was cool to see him. And of course, he was in his original look, the red, green, and yellow cape. But after a while, we saw things change for Vision. He died pretty much at the hands when the Soul Stone was taken from him by Thanos. And we saw what happened. Wanda, distraught and hurt, she used her powers to basically manifest a version of Vision. And of course, that was WandaVision. Now, if this is true, this will be the second spinoff of WandaVision. We got Agatha Harkness coming, Agatha Covenant of Chaos, I believe that's the name of it. And we're starting to hear a lot of people joining the cast. Even Audrey Plaza is joining the cast. So yeah, that's really interesting indeed. I wonder who she's playing. But if this is true, they've already said that it's titled Vision Quest. Now, the last time we left off, we saw that basically Vision interconnected with the White Vision. We saw the White Vision come into make his debut, which I was happy to see, because it was only a matter of time to see, White Vision, the all-white Vision that we saw later in West Coast Avengers. If anybody has read West Coast Avengers, you know what I'm talking about. But we did get to see him, and the last thing we saw was the created Vision that Wanda helped create. He passed on his memory to that White Vision, and he got a brain blast of memories, and then after that he flew off, and we haven't seen him since. So they're saying that if this is true, according to Deadline, it's titled Vision Quest, the potential series, which is opening a writer's room next week, will be about the Vision, Bettany, trying to regain his memory and humanity. While the focus is on Vision, word is that it could possibly is a possibility for Wanda Maximoff to appear, which would make sense given how interconnected the two characters' stories are in the MCU. I kind of agree with that. Once again, like I said, I do believe we will see Wanda back, because nobody, she ain't dead in my opinion. But even with that being said, it would be cool, and this would just is my opinion, that this series also introduces to the MCU other great synthezoid or android characters that Marvel has to offer. And I got a few that I would love to see in this. And the one, first and foremost, what I would love to see is the debut of Vision, Vision's daughter. I think it's very appropriate and very much indeed to see that character come. I love Vision. I think Tom King. I thank Tom King a lot for creating that character. I feel that it is time for we do get to see that character. Now, whether she looked more like her comic counterpart, or they would change her look, instead of her skin being that pinkish peach color, she have the white face. Who knows? But I definitely want Vision. The other character I would love to see as a character we kind of already saw. We got a tease of him back in Phase 1 when we in Captain America, the first Avengers. We saw the original Human Torch, Jim Hammond, in the MCU. He was, remember at the World's Fair, you saw him in that tube. He was right there. I would love to see Jim Hammond, and the reason why I would say it would make sense to put him in there later after Human Torch, with the Fantastic Four series. At least you don't have to call him the Human Torch, but you could just call him Jim Hammond. And but Jim Hammond is one of those characters. He was one of the main Trinity characters when Marvel was still calling himself Timely. It was him, Namor, Captain America. They were the Trinity of the old school Marvel. So I want to see that character. And last but not least, I feel that would be cool to have in this series is X-51, or to most people who know what I'm talking about, my fellow geeks, you probably know the man or the character Machine Man. I think Machine Man is another character that would be great to bring in. I feel that bringing in these characters into a series that's focused on another android character would be great. For those who know what Machine Man's real name is, his real name is Aaron Stack. But yeah, and of course there are other characters I can think of, but those are definitely the main three. I would love to see the creator, not just the creator, but the creator, or maybe his descendant who created Jim Hammond. We don't, that would be because it'd be hard for me to believe that the creator of Jim Hammond is still around for 50, 70 years or so. So you could easily have somebody else, maybe his grandson or great grandson. For those who don't know who created Jim Hammond, the man who created him is Phineas Horton. Dr. Phineas Horton created him. And I love Jim Hammond. Like I said, I love him. And it would be great. Maybe they bring in the great grandson of Phineas Horton. Maybe he could be called Phineas Horton the Third or something like that. That's just me throwing out things. As for villains, I'm not sure what they would do for villains. I mean, I keep thinking about maybe going old school with the anti-Vision. I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of different visions. Or even, maybe even surprising everybody and saying, yeah, Ultron wasn't dead. He was very much alive. He just was lying low. Who knows? But the point is, I think Mr. Bettany has earned his respect and earned his due diligence of getting a solo series that focuses on him, a starring role. He earned it. He's earned it. He's worked his butt off. And one thing I love about him a lot more is the fact that he's never complained about the makeup process and everything like that. I've never heard it. If anybody knows anything, tell me or give me a link to it. But I've never heard Paul Bettany complain about becoming Vision. So if it is a story about Vision getting his memory back and becoming more human, giving back his humanity, great. But that's you just got to find the right people to do a good story behind it, and that's fine. But outside of that, I'm cool with this. And if this is taking up one of the slots for Phase 6, so be it. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next to come. I do feel that Wonder Man is also a part of Phase 6. And I feel that also means I don't know what other movies are going to be in Phase 6. Are there going to be any specials? What other characters are we going to see before Secret Wars? I don't know. But all I know is I'm very excited about it. But like I said, guys, all I'm saying is the Vision, Paul Bettany, Mr. Bettany has earned his stripes to have a solo series. And I'm looking forward to it. And that's just all I have to say about that, indeed. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this little this audio version of Geek Thoughts. I hope you leave your comments in the section down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel that Vision deserves his own solo series? Do you feel that? Would you like to see the characters I just mentioned in the series? You tell me. As for what I think for how do I feel about M.V.K taking on the role of Wonder Man? Well, this is the first time I'm doing this for the first time, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys, my pack. If this video gets a certain amount of likes and comments, I'll do it. This is the first time and probably the only time I'll do it. But I look forward to hearing your comments, guys. You guys take care, and see you around. Deuces, guys.